What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a massive update. We just took down our biggest rivals in an absolute thriller, but something happened on that field that has the entire league talking. I am fired up because we finally got the win we deserved, but the way their rival cornerback treated our star wide receiver was absolutely unacceptable. It was a dirty, cheap shot that could have ended a season, and I've got some breaking news regarding a massive punishment coming from the NFL offices. This is huge, guys. We need to protect our players, and seeing this rival player potentially getting suspended or fined is exactly what needs to happen. Before we dive into the details of the league's decision and the internal reaction from our head coach, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for the fastest updates in the league, and right now, drop your name and the city you're watching from in the comments below. I want to see our fans representing everywhere. Let's get into the news. This is Adam Schefter reporting on a developing situation involving the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers following their high-stakes matchup this past Saturday. While the Chicago Bears are celebrating a momentous 22-16 overtime victory, a darker cloud hangs over the game's film review. League sources indicate that Green Bay Packers cornerback Keyshawn Nixon is under intense scrutiny for a hit on Bears star wide receiver DJ Moore. The play, which occurred in the first half of the December 20th contest, saw Nixon deliver a blow that many around the league are characterizing as unnecessary roughness or a dirty play. Despite no flag being thrown on the field by the officiating crew at the time, the NFL's Department of Player Safety has the authority to review all plays for potential disciplinary action. According to sources close to the situation, the league is specifically looking at the mechanics of the tackle. Nixon appeared to lead with his helmet or delivered a blow to a defenseless player after the catch was secured, causing DJ Moore to leave the game temporarily. While Moore did return, the league's mandate is to protect players regardless of the injury outcome. The official decision on a fine or potential suspension for Keyshawn Nixon is expected to be handed down this coming Saturday, December 27th. To understand the gravity of this situation, we have to look at the current NFL fine schedule. Under the collective bargaining agreement between the NFL and the NFL Players Association, a first offense fine for unnecessary roughness typically starts at approximately $16,883. However, if the league determines the hit was flagrant or involved a hit to the head or neck area of a defenseless receiver, that amount can nearly double to $33,767 or more. For Nixon, who is a vital part of the Packers' secondary and special teams, this isn't just about the money, it's about the disciplinary record that could lead to a suspension if similar incidents occur. From a tactical perspective, this hit was a pivotal moment in the game. DJ Moore has been the heartbeat of the Chicago offense this season. His ability to create separation and his reliability on third downs are what keep the chains moving. When Moore went down, there was a visible shift in the energy on the Bears sideline. However, it was the leadership of head coach Ben Johnson that stabilized the group. Johnson, who has been praised for the culture shift in Chicago, spoke after the game about the physical and mental toughness of his squad. Taking down a Matthew LaFleur-led Packers team is no small feat, especially in a game that pushed both rosters to their physical limits in overtime. Speaking of the overtime win, the 22-16 victory was a statement. The Bears' defense held strong, and the offense found a way to capitalize when it mattered most. General Manager Ryan Poles has been vindicated by the performance of this collection of people he has brought together. The grit shown by the Bears is a direct reflection of the front office's strategy to prioritize character and toughness. Johnson noted that this group is rare, and the chemistry between the coaching staff and the players is at an all-time high. This win wasn't just another notch in the win column, it was the victory that officially punched the Chicago Bears' ticket to the postseason. With the Detroit Lions falling to the Pittsburgh Steelers over the weekend, the Bears have officially clinched their playoff spot, making them the first team in the NFC North to do so. This is a monumental shift in the divisional power structure. For years, the Packers and Lions have dominated the headlines, but under Ben Johnson, the Bears have emerged as a legitimate contender. The Vikings have long been eliminated, and the Lions' playoff hopes have dwindled to less than 10%. It is, as many fans are saying, a new era in Chicago. Looking ahead, the potential loss of Keyshawn Nixon for any amount of time or the psychological impact of the fine could hamper a Packers team that is still desperately trying to secure their own postseason berth. The Packers currently sit as the only other NFC North team with a realistic path to the playoffs, but their lack of discipline in key moments, like the Nixon hit, has been a recurring theme in their losses this season. We must also consider the statistical impact DJ Moore has on this offense. Heading into that Saturday game, Moore was on pace for career highs in several categories. His chemistry with the quarterback has been the focal point of every defensive coordinator's game plan. The fact that he was able to return to the game after the Nixon hit speaks to his personal toughness, which Johnson emphasized in his post-game remarks. Had Moore been sidelined for an extended period, the Bears' playoff aspirations would have taken a massive hit. The NFL's review process exists specifically for this reason, to ensure that high-value assets and the integrity of the game are not compromised by extracurricular physicality. The rivalry between Chicago and Green Bay is arguably the most historic in professional football. These games are always played with an edge, but there is a fine line between playoff intensity and dangerous play. The league will use the Nixon Moore incident as a teaching moment for the rest of the teams entering the final stretch of the season. By enforcing accountability on Saturday, December 27th, the NFL sends a clear message that mentally tough play does not mean dirty play. In conclusion, while the Bears celebrate their playoff berth and their victory over LaFleur's Packers, the focus remains on the health of their star receiver and the impending justice from the league office. The transformation of this franchise under Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson is nothing short of remarkable. They have built a team that can win close games, survive physical battles, and maintain their composure when the stakes are highest. We will be monitoring the NFL's official transaction wire closely this weekend to see the final disciplinary action taken against Keyshawn Nixon. For now, the Chicago Bears stand alone at the top of the NFC North, ready for the postseason and looking like a team that no one wants to face in January. Stay tuned for further updates on this story as it develops.